I want to question you. I don't trust you. According to Sentius, I'll be flung back. Yeah. Dying grass. We need to talk to Lucia. Okay, song by Megadeth.
Ugh, this place has become a thoroughfare. Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
Smacker. What's your story?
I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here?
Not sure if John's
And
still
why
here
are
or
you
not.
dressed like that?
Oh, so maybe I'm not. I'm dressed in my normal clothes. I'm not from around here.
Really? I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs. Now, remind me, why are we having this conversation?
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
You know, some people say it's the creation of an all-seeing god who's watching everything we do. But what kind of an awful, incompetent god would let my sister go missing on his or her watch?
Maybe it's best if you don't go insulting gods just in case.
Oh, I'd say it to their faces if they had the courage to show themselves. Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister? What do you have to say for yourself? No response. Nothing. That's what I thought.
Yes, I'm a metalhead. I used to own every Megadeth tape CD back in the day. I'm pretty sure I missed some throughout time. At least no blasphemy doesn't break the Golden Rule.
I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be asleep on the job. Either that, or, like people are saying, it really is just a children's fable my father is exploiting to frighten us into behaving.
Suppose we'll find out sooner or later.
I suppose we will.
I have a lot of tapes. You no way out of here.
Ugh, what is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is that it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just leave me alone.
Can I help?
I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she snatched away by the harpies?
Maybe. When did you last see her?
It was 3 weeks ago. We ate our evening meal together, and I remember she seemed happy. In love. We went into our rooms, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, she was gone.
What about her,
That's it.
her lover? You seen someone?
I think so, yes. But she was very careful about keeping his identity a secret, even from me.
Why is that?
Because our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about her attachment to some mystery man might have ruined those plans.
Father didn't mention any of this when I spoke to him. Any idea why?
That doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering off from its paddock. He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her. So he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting. Some good that's done.
Is it possible her lover was involved?
I don't know, but it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
Scintilla. Why are your names so similar?
You really aren't from here, are you? All Roman women are named after their fathers. I think it's their way of branding us, like cattle to be sold at market. His family name is Sentius, so I'm Sentia because I'm the eldest. And my little sister is formerly Sentia Minor, but she is affectionately known as Scintilla.
You look surprisingly relaxed for your sister's disappearance.
Why? Because I'm on this couch and not pacing about the villa, wasting energy. I hope you're not insinuating I'm somehow pleased with her disappearance.
It's an observation.
If you must know, I'm here because my father has forbidden me from leaving the villa. I couldn't bear to lose you too, he says, as if he loves me, and not because he needs at least one daughter he can trade off.
I got.
So you'll help me find her?
I'll do it.
Oh, thank you. You should probably take a look through her room. It's the one just by the front door. Maybe you'll find something the rest of us missed.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you.
I don't mind the dialogue in this game. I think they did pretty well, especially for a 3-person team. Alright, yeah, it's in Tillet's room. I wanted to... No doubt unpleasant cooking and such a poor ventilation, but Romans probably regarded that as their servant's problem. Don't steal her money. Today my father suggested I write a diary to keep as a way to keep myself occupied while we deal with sudden and devastating disappearance of my sister. As dutiful daughter, of course, I shall oblige. The following pages contain my innermost secrets. I know you're reading this, Father. Maybe young, but don't think me stupid. We're all entitled to our secrets. Sure. Centilla to Sentius and Sentia. May Clementia give you strength to forgive me. I'm sorry I have to leave you this way, but I have found a way to escape and I must take it. Meet again someday. So you didn't thank the looker in a room?
What have you discovered?
That you just didn't care and you didn't look in a room. Found a letter.
What? Really? I swear, I searched her room top to bottom and never saw that. I wonder how I could have missed it. Strange, but
Because
well
of that
done,
glass
I
eye you have.
suppose. It's odd.
Or a lazy eye.
It
Well,
was
something's
only
up with
a few
your eye.
months ago that Centilla's friend Yulia let slip she was planning an escape of her own. And yet, Yulia's still here. You should go and speak with her. Find out if she knows anything. She lives in the villa next door.
Okay, well, let's go talk to Centillus. Where do we go, though? Go down the stairs? She does like her nose.
You've returned. Do you have any news about your investigation?
We talk about, was hoping you can ask some, to ask some questions.
Ask then. Good. Now, was there something else you wanted to discuss?
Kotaku's going to break the golden rule? What's your story?
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me. Before I wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians.
Not sure what a decurion is. What's it? Yeah, there we go.
It's a cavalry officer. I had 30 men under my command. This was my uniform.
Don't take it off. Yeah, why are you still wearing it?
As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you, so it seemed prudent.
How'd you end up here?
My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now, the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction.
I trust.
They were trying to escape a
Dick, you
terrible
interrupted us.
fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into a panic, and I remember it losing its footing by the water's edge. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far from here in the company of some stranger. I went looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure out the rest.
How'd you become magistrate?
I was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents. Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead.
Got to go. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by, Distress. Talk about something else.
Very well.
Scribe nonetheless? I don't know. Good question on that one. Maybe... Yeah, I don't know. You know way out of here?
If I did, I'd have led these people out of here already.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
I've had plenty of time to think about it. Let me see if I can sum up my thoughts. I've always considered my guiding star to be the well-being of the Roman people. Our survival and prosperity have always hinged upon honoring the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. Give the gods what they want and we all prosper. Dishonor them and we all die. It's as simple as that. The real enemy in this place is not
I don't mind the music
golden
in this
rule,
game either.
but human failings. The temptation to slide into degeneracy, greed, and hubris. I trust that answers your question.
Gonna break it?
Of course. What is it?
No. No. More
Why
time.
then did you say... It doesn't matter. It looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask? Thank you.
Well, I
I'll be
thought we were gonna
waiting here
talk
for
to him
news.
about his daughter and dating some dude. Your map.
What were you two talking about?
What?
Don't play dumb. I saw you. Having a shady little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony. What's he offering you? Money? Favours? What's your vote worth to him?
Wasn't trying to buy my vote.
What? You're throwing your lot in with him for free, then? That's even worse. Mark my words, Malleolus is gonna be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I tell him you sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it?
I don't care about the election.
Good. Then stay out of it. Nobody likes Caput Murday foreigners interfering in an election.
Have I asked some questions?
Can't hurt.
What's your story?
The name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus, you go through me.
Are you dressed like a gladiator?
Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's why.
So you don't take the helmet off? You're nowhere near an arena.
You want to see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunners.
You know way out of here?
When Malleolus wins the election, yeah? This place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see.
What do you think about the golden rule?
I think it's gone on long enough. And Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
Have a lecture to attend? How's he gonna do that?
He's going
All
to
right, well,
announce
thanks for
it
stopping
in
by,
his
dang it.
victory speech. Just you wait and see.
Why can't you tell me?
Cause if I tell you, and it gets out, it'll give old man Sentius a chance to interfere in our plans. And we can't have that.
Can I help?
We've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem.
Who are you gonna vote for? I think we'd already know.
Malleolus, of course. If old man Sentius can't even protect his own daughter, how can we trust him to protect us?
Need to speak with Lulia?
She's not here.
Where is she?
Had to carry her to Lucretia's clinic this morning. Shrine of Apollo. She was acting sick. Faking it, if you ask me. Typical.
I'd like to meet a man.
Too bad. He's busy. Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it.
Or what?
I'm glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return.
Isn't soliciting bribes a sin?
Bribe? That's such an ugly word. What I'm looking for is more of a tribute to me, your soon-to-be patron.
I'll see what I can do.
Just make it good.
Tribute you wanted.
Yeah? What have you got for me?
I got a bird.
If you set one foot in that villa without permission, I'll skin you alive, you Pusillus Semitarius Mocus.
Sentius Malleus. Same excrement, different smell. Nice.
Hey! You're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
I wasn't, but now I am.
Contrary little Caput murder, aren't you?
Why shouldn't I go down there?
Nobody's told you about Hannibal. Ugh. Why do I have to do everything round here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway, a few days later, he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance, I can just make out his body, sprawled out on the ground. And hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie. I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed. And it was eating Hannibal.
What'd you do?
What any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there and put a sign at the door to warn the others.
Still going down.
Without a weapon? Well, it's your funeral.
I'm probably gonna die. Shit, it's a zombie. It's telling me to end it. I have to come back to that. A note to Octavia. An anonymous friend to Octavia. May the Lord bless and keep you. I'm sorry I could not risk discussing this with you in person. But if I'm right, you're a believer like me. May not be able to worship openly here, but I know that you're not alone. If you ever feel like you need somewhere to pray, there's a special place waiting for you deep in the caves behind the theater. Turn right at the first fork, and at the second. Behind the theater, turn right at the first fork. Why are you whispering?
Ave. A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
What's your story?
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
What should I have done?
The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
How'd you end up here?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
The old woman named Karen dragged me out of a river unconscious and sent me here.
Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you?
An older name, but not uncommon from where I'm from.
Older. I see. I wonder if... No.
What are you gonna say?
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns.
All right.
Good. Thank you. But please be careful. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
What happened to Livia?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair. She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here. And then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed. She withdrew, stopped working and became despondent, started muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help, but she just looked at us with this haunted stare, called us bloodless shadows, and told us we were ignorant of some pattern. Look, it could be unrelated. Perhaps she simply fell ill, or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the golden rule was too much for her. But there is a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her. I just don't want to see that happen to you. So be careful, will you?
Be careful.
Thank you. Now, go and follow the thread of truth through this labyrinth, and come back to me if you discover any patterns.
All right.
Come back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
Minerva. I'm gonna steal a coin pouch. Not good. Garum, a fermented fish sauce to use as a condiment, gives us a faint salty aroma. This place is big. Gonna talk to everybody? Fountain producing fresh water, but where could water be coming from? Is there a guard that just came up here? Seek a bow. What the hell was that noise? Do I have an inventory? Arrows. Need a bow though. I'm locking myself in. Don't try to follow me. Nothing good will come of it. Maybe. Thing?